One reason that many people get frustrated with composting is that the pile starts out looking fine, but after a while it becomes wet, smelly, dry, or simply stops breaking down. So at that point, many gardeners assume composting is difficult or that they are missing some complicated formula. But in most cases, compost problems come down to a few simple mistakes that quietly slow the entire system. So the good news is that compost usually does not need to be rebuilt from scratch. So small adjustments are often enough to get things working again naturally. So once you understand what causes the pile to stall, compost becomes easier to manage with very little effort. So the first mistake is adding too much green material and not enough brown material. This is probably the most common problem in home compost piles. So kitchen scraps, fresh grass clippings, and garden trimmings and fresh plant material all contain a lot of moisture and nitrogen. So if too much of that material builds up without enough dry carbon-rich materials to balance it, the pile becomes dense and compacted. So when this happens, the airflow starts to disappear and the pile often develops unpleasant smells. So instead of breaking down efficiently, the compost turns into a heavy wet mass that decomposes very slowly. So the simple solution is balance. Every time fresh green material is added, it helps to cover it with something like dry leaves, straw, or shredded cardboard or dry plant material. So in many cases, gardeners do not need more compost ingredients. They simply need more brown material to absorb moisture and create airflow inside the pile. Okay, the second mistake is allowing the pile to become too wet. Compost needs moisture to function, but when the pile becomes saturated, oxygen disappears and decomposition slows down dramatically. A compost pile that is too wet often becomes slimy, compacted, and smelly. So heavy rain, thick layers of grass clippings, or adding too many wet kitchen scraps all at once can create this problem. So one of the easiest ways to fix a wet pile is by adding more dry materials to absorb the moisture and open up the pile again. So covering the pile during long rainy periods can also help prevent excess water from building up. So turning can also help speed the compost by adding oxygen back to the pile, especially if the pile has become compacted or overly wet. But most backyard systems, compost does not need constant turning to work well. Usually correcting the balance of moisture and material is enough to get a pile active again over time. So the third mistake is allowing the pile to become too dry. So compost organisms, they need moisture to survive and to stay active. And when the pile dries out too much, decomposition slows down and the pile can appear frozen in place for long periods of time. A simple way to think about moisture is that the compost should feel similar to a wrung out sponge. So not soaking wet and not dusty dry. So during the hot summer weather, compost piles can dry out surprisingly fast, especially if the piles are small. Occasionally watering the pile or adding moist, fresh materials can help keep the biological activity functioning properly. The fourth mistake is making the pile too small. So small compost piles, they can dry out quickly, they struggle to hold the heat, and they break down very slowly. So a compost pile needs enough mass to support stable biological activity. So in general, a pile around 3 feet tall, 3 feet wide, and 3 feet deep gives the compost enough volume to function efficiently without becoming difficult to manage. It really doesn't need to be exact, but the piles that are too small often struggle because they lose moisture and temperature too quickly. So what's interesting about all four of these problems is they are really system problems, not ingredient problems. So most compost piles do not fail because a gardener used the wrong materials. They slow down because moisture, airflow, or pile structure is out of balance. And underneath all of this is the biology that's doing the actual work. So compost breaks down because the bacteria, fungi, microbes, insects, and other living organisms are feeding on those materials and transforming them into healthy soil over time. So as the compost improves, the soil begins holding moisture more consistently, plants grow more steady, and they become more resilient throughout the season. So the garden becomes easier to manage because the system underneath the surface becomes healthier and more balanced over time. So if your compost pile feels slow or difficult, try not to overcomplicate it. Most compost problems can be solved with small, simple adjustments. So add more brown material if the pile feels too wet and compacted. Add moisture if the pile becomes too dry. And make sure the pile is large enough to support the biological activity that makes compost work in the first place. So compost is one of those simple practices that quietly affects everything in the garden, but it's just one part of a larger system. So if you want to see how all the pieces fit together, I put together a free guide called Grow More Food with Less Work, the 8-Step Abundance Garden System, where I walk you through the simple foundation of the system we use here on the farm to make gardening easier, simpler, and more productive. The link is in the description below.